How's it going, nerds? Welcome. Hey, Phoenix. I am going to be working on Live to Win because the sneak peek just happened at my card shop, and I have almost everything I need. I got the Link 1, and I have 2 suites. Unfortunately, I don't have the 3rd suite, but it's whatever. So, I figured I'd at least stream while I'm doing this. So right now I'm having to work on the extra deck. Before, in the list, I was running Life Twin Sprite Runic, so that's why this stuff was in here. An Abomination, the Hugins, and the Jerry. But now that I'm not running the Runic stuff anymore, because it clogs too much, and it just, honestly, it just didn't feel very good. Because I would go into matches against Ryziel or like Memento or Malice, and well, Malice was fine. Like I didn't lose to Malice at all with the deck, but against Ryziel, it felt really bad because doing runic plays when they are when they're gonna go like Mitsurugi effect to make you discard, you'd be discarding 2 going into it, and it just didn't feel very good against that deck. So I think I'm gonna try Life Twin Sprite right here and put it together and do some test hands and shit. I don't have an Abao though. I need to pick up an Abao. Shout out to the guys at the deck box, by the way. I traded for the Link 2, but I had friends just give me the Leela suite because they didn't want them, and they were like, just take it, we don't care. I was like, damn, alright, cool. Appreciate you. So now for extra deck, do I have IP in extra? Okay, I have a unicorn in here. I have Zeus, Gigantic, Sprend. I feel like the unicorn can probably come out. I think I do need to put the IP in here, maybe. Big maybe though. I know I definitely need SP, so hold up. I'm gonna count these out real quick. I need, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 spaces right here. So if I have 5 spaces, the stuff I like absolutely need is gonna be stuff like I kind of want to do Shadow Mosquito, but at the same time, Gontetsu and like what's the other rank 2 that lets you just go battle and then make Zeus with it. I don't want to put Downerd in the deck. I feel like Downerd is just, it's just gonna clog my extra deck a little bit. Prefer it not to, I prefer not to like have to worry about that down the line, so I do need that that Gigantic in there, probably a Dision Buster. What else? I'm thinking maybe an access code. Or I could just do a second Trouble Sunny. So this is 1, so I've got 4 spaces left. Spaces left, 3 spaces left. Your extra deck is not super tight in this deck, to be honest. That's too gigantic. A Gen Buster. This is looking fine. I do kind of want to do IP, but I need to do SP too, so I need to actually take a space out for the SP. So this would be for SP. So technically I only have 2 spaces remaining. Do I want to put Typhon in this deck? Ethan, you don't sleeve your bulk. I do not sleeve my bulk, no. I'm sorry, I don't have the sleeves to do that. Also, I have not a lot of bulk, but a lot of like... I mean, I have a lot of bulk, but a lot of it is just like common shit. Is it worth putting Lingeribo in this deck? On one hand, I'm like, yeah, do it, because it's funny. I can stop evenly with it, too. I definitely need access code in here. Or maybe. Yeah. I don't think I want to do Shadow Mosquito or Guntetsu. Just because they are very susceptible to like everything that can go wrong. Wait, I do have 3 spaces still. Oh shit, hold up. We might be cooking. Yeah, I'm thinking Typhon, but at the same time, if I put Typhon in the deck, and I get locked out of it with, I believe it's Starter. Only special summon accepted level rank link. Okay, yeah. Maybe Typhon's not the call in the extra deck. Because I feel like the new Light Twin stuff on its own can already play through hand traps pretty well. So I think we keep the IP and the Nightmare Unicorn in here. Okay, so I need access code, SP, or I could just do another Trouble Sunny. Another Trouble Sunny might just be... different types do I have? Light, Dark, Fire... Light, Dark, Fire? Is that all? I don't have Griffin anymore, which is fine. I think access code is probably the play here. Let me grab my access code. I think it's in fucking Magispector or something. Oh, that bastard's not in here. There's Magispector. Okay, cool. When is the event? We had the sneak peek earlier tonight. So I already finished. I got 2nd place with Centurion. I went 4-1. My matchups were round 1, I played against Mitsurugi Raiziel. I 2-1 to them. Game 1, I board wiped them with Scarlight, Dragon Archfiend, and I lost that game unfortunately, so when we went to game 2, and then game 2... game 2 I hand trapped them into Oblivion, and then game 3... Game 3 I think I opened, game 3 I opened 4 hand traps and Trudea. So that kind of just cleaned it up too. It was, my hand was broken. You'll send me in a bow? You sweetheart. What's that fucking... What is that, what's that meme? It's like... the song. I can't remember what the lyric is. I love you, Phoenix, you know that? Also, only send it if it's, like, not an issue. Like, if somebody you know could use it, feel free to give it to them. Okay, so now that I have access code in here, I have one more spot, which is going to be the SP. It's a non-issue. Okay. I'm okay with it then. Thank you. Oh my god, I need to sleeve this. I pulled a Chasma. And I also pulled another Evil Twin deal. Yeah, we are definitely sleeving that. Sleeve the shiny, right, meow? It has been sleeved. Put it way over there. Where's my SP at? Oh yeah, and I have my Life Twin Field Centers as well. I forget about that. Oh my god. So when I was playing Centurion today, I was playing against Ryzeal Mitsurugi, and they had 2 sets. We were in game 2. I hand trapped them into Oblivion. So I had a what's it called? I had a Magnemite on the field, and I searched for Baldrake. So I summoned Baldrake. There was no response. I made Crazy Beast, and I went Crazy Beast effect detach 2. I'm gonna yank one of your spell's traps, and my opponent chained Imperm, which it was the one I targeted. So they chained it just to negate the Crazy Beast protection effect. And I was like, alright, sick. I mean, doesn't really matter to me, it's whatever. And then the other card they had was just nothing, so I literally just hit the only card that they had that mattered. And then I made full Centurion board after going terraforming and then killed them. It was great. Here's my SP. Oh, also, I played through Fulos into Ash, into Nib, into Droll, by the way. I made the entire Centurion board through that, and I killed them on the next turn. I made let's see, I made double Blazar through it. Passed turn. Well, I made one Blazar, and then I passed turn, made the second Blazar on their turn. And I had like 4 or 5 in hand. It was fucking stupid. Centurion is scary with a skilled pilot. Thank you, Phoenix. It's funny because at my locals, my nickname at my locals is the Rogue King because all I do is play Rogue, and I do well with it. And every time they call it the round 1 Asmo curse, because every single round 1 I get paired with somebody, they always lose. It's like a phenomena that has it's been happening for the past 6 months, and we don't know why. I haven't lost a round 1 in almost a year. Okay, so I think I have this extra deck sorted. Also, yeah, I love Centurion, and I hate that pro players aren't recommending it right now, even though I feel like Centurion is geared in the hands of someone who knows what they're doing. Like, if you know the combos well enough to be able to play through whatever hand trap is being dumped on you, and you know the deck you're playing against enough to, like, know where to interact, then you're going to be doing better with that deck than you're going to be doing with a deck like Pure Mitsurugi or like Memento or something. Because I feel like Memento's interaction and power ceiling is less than Centurion's, although it has an easier time dodging stuff. Because your knowledge of interactions. I like to think so. I have a difficult time accepting that I'm a good player at this game. Only because it makes me feel weird saying, like, yeah, I'm good at the game. It feels almost narcissistic, you know? Okay, so I am missing 5 cards in main. So I'm missing 5 cards in main. This stuff needs to go into my runic pile over here. So I'm missing 5 in main. I have Ash, Valor, Imperm, Droll. So I want to reserve 1 spot for triple tech. I want to reserve 1 spot for triple tech, and I think I want to make these 4 spots right here either called by with a 3 of, or I want to make it double Bell and double Ogre. Or double Mourner. I feel like Ogre is a little better than Mourner, and I've already got 6 cards that can target Monster Negate. So I feel like Ogre hits matchups like Odeon and Centurion. Bell hits cards like the Bistules, which this deck has a really big issue with, as well as randomly called by, and it also helps stop Malice plays to a degree. So I think I want to do Bell and Ogre. So where are my Bells and my Ogres? Oh, did I even look through this part? Mirage, this is a whole lot of nothing it's looking like. Yeah, just a whole lot of nothing. How was your day, by the way, Phoenix? Did it go pretty well? I hope so. Okay, so I need Ogre and Bell. Oh my god, I think someone took my Bells out that I traded earlier today. That fucking blows. I might have more. Big maybe. It is like a fat maybe. Well, there are 2 Mourner here, just in case I can't find... Oh, well, there's 1 Bell. Had to work, but it was good. Hell yeah. I'm glad. There's my secret ogres, which are nice. Oh, there's another Bell. Mismatching rarities, but it's whatever. I do not give a flying fig. Okay, so triple tech, Bells. Put these Mourners back. No Yu-Gi-Oh this weekend for me. Oh. Just because you're gonna be tired after all the work, or is it like you don't really want to go to the sneak peek or something? Also, it is insane that I can fit this much non-engine in Life Twin Sprite still, even with all these extra cards in here. Actually, how many is this in main? 1, 2, 3... 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 41, 2, 42? I mean, 42 is pretty standard for me. If I really wanted to, I would just cut the ogres. Or maybe I would cut like a jet and a starter. I don't think I need to though. Or maybe I could cut a jet in the red, being honest. I could just cut a jet in the red and it would be fine. Because if there's one thing I hate about Life Twin Sprite in particular, it's opening a red, or like opening no Life Twin cards and then you just got like, oh hey, I have a red jet, so you're like, okay, normal red, special jet. It feels so bad. I'd rather go normal Life Twin than like force a hand trap, and then go special red or special jet. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut a jet and cut a red. Just because these themselves, I mean, jet is an extender, but you already run so many more extenders with the new Life Twin cards. Like, you run the Sweet, you run the Frost at 2... And Starter at 3 already solves the issue as well. I think it's fine. I have to focus on work this week, but I'll be going back to Yugioh next weekend. Oh yeah. You're gonna have to tell me how you do, by the way. Okay, so this is now 40, and I can put triple tack in. I think I like this. So how much non-engine is that? This is gonna be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 non-engine, 16 non-engine, 17 non-engine. Okay, that's pretty good. Preparing for a regional in June. Oh, nice. I think I have my full tech and blue eyes. We're gonna be learning these combos together, by the way. I have not done these combos yet for the new Life Twin stuff. Regional in June is cool as fuck, though. I wish you luck. Depending on where it is, I might also be going. Big depending, though. Okay. Now, this is the portion of the video where I'm gonna give a deck profile. So, say hi to YouTube, everybody. Oh, we're gonna try to do this in one take. You should vlog it. I should. Did you enjoy the YCS Raleigh vlog? I don't know if you watched it. Also, I need to change the chat to be a little easier to see. I think I know how I can fix that, though. That's good enough. Cool. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. This is going to be post-Alliance Insight. I went to the sneak peek tonight, and I was melted by your eyes. Wait, are my eyes that blue? No way, right? Anyway, welcome to the deck profile, everybody. I went to the Alliance Insight sneak peek tonight. I got second place with Centurion. 4-1. I lost against a pure Ryzeal player because he opened Ultimate Slayer, Triple Tech, Imperm, EXT, and Tracked. And I was like, that's fucking broken. Okay. And I was going first, but I drew like 4 times and I only saw 1 hand trap. I made double Blazar, but it wasn't enough to get through Imperm and Ultimate Slayer. But anyway, I picked up the new Life Twin stuff, and this is going to be a profile for an updated Sprite version of the deck. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. 3 Life Twin Kiss-a-Kill, 1 Life Twin Leela. This is just because this is the worst normal summon now that Sweet exists. Sweet is a very good card in the deck. It is a hand trap counter, and it also is an extender. So this card is just phenomenal across the board. It really is like a fix for a lot of the problems that the deck had prior. And because crossout was limited to 1, if we didn't get this, it would have been almost impossible to play the deck anyway. But too sweet. This should be 3. I don't have my 3rd one, which is why you're gonna see some of the ratios in here are gonna be slightly weird. Like I'm running 2 Frost, which you don't need to run 2 Frost in this version. So if I had my other suite, I would cut a Frost for the 3rd suite. I'm gonna have to pick it up. But anyway, 3 blue, 2 jet, 1 sprite red. Also, I apologize for the lighting. It's kind of hard to see the names here because of that. So 1 sprite carrot. And then for non-engine, I am playing 3 Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 2 Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, 2 Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion, 3 Droll and Lockbird, 3 Effect Veiler, 3 Sprite Starter, 3 Life Twin Sunny Snitch, 1 Triple Tactics Talent, 1 Gamma Burst, 3 Infinite Impermanence, and 1 Double Cross. You could have an argument for running a Called By, and if you want to run the Called By all means, you could probably cut, say, the Sprite Gamma Burst, because for me personally, it hasn't really ever come up. So that's currently main deck. Onto the extra deck. I'm running 1 Treble Sunny. Because of the Sprite version, you don't really need more than 1. 2 Leela, 2 Kiss a Kill, 1 Kiss a Kill Deal, 1 Access Code Talker, 1 Unicorn, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Sprite Sprend, 1 Divine Arsenal AA Zeus, 2 Gigantic Sprite, and 1 Jin Buster. You can fit, say, like a Mannequin Cat, or like a Gontetsu, or a Shadow Mosquito, or like whatever you want to get to the Zeus. I'm not running the Downward because I feel like making a Zeus with the 4 materials, it's going to rarely come up, because if you're in a position where you've already Zeused your opponent, or you're going to Zeus their opponent based on the next thing they do or whatever, most of the times you don't really need a second Zeus unless they have something like an Imperm. So that is the extra deck. The side deck is a work in progress at the moment because this was my Life Twin Sprite Runic side deck, but I'm going to show it off anyway. So 3 Dogwood, 1 Resonator, you just summon this off of Gigantic and you burn your opponent. 3 Dark Ruler, 1 Harpies, 1 Called By, 3 Judgment, and 3 D-Barrier. Now I'm going to do some test hands, because I actually haven't tested the new support very much, so we're going to learn these combos together. Most of the knowledge I have of what the new stuff does came from a couple of videos I watched, as well as very vaguely playing the new support in Pure. So we're gonna figure this out together, alright? It's gonna be scuffed as hell. Also, I'm sorry that my eyes burned you, Phoenix. I apologize for that. Okay, so draw 5 cards, going first. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay, so if I recall correctly, and allow me to kind of fix this a little bit. So first thing we should do here is obviously the Sunny Snitch to search for a live twin, and it's probably going to be Kiss a Kill, because you go normal Kiss a Kill, and then you special the Sweet from deck. And here you can link out the Kiss a Kill, I believe, or maybe it is the other one. Nope, okay. So link out the Kiss a Kill for deal. Move this side deck like way over there out of my way. So you go into deal here, and then deal will dump a monster. Send a Weewa monster from deck or extra deck to grave. So I guess in reality we don't have to summon a Sweet, although it is the only other one I run, so we can just dump this Sweet, and then we can go Sweet effect a special, if I recall correctly. If you control Kiss a Kill and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon it, but while it's face up, you cannot special summon from the extra deck except Fiends, which is fine. So here, we can go 1-2 into our Leela. Or hell, we could even do the Kiss a Kill here and then get the effect to draw a card, but I don't think we need to. Like, perfectly fine here. And plus also, we want to be able to get the effect to summon a body, because we want to summon the Kiss a Kill deal, but right now we should probably try to go for spread stuff. This is going to play in the nib, by the way, so like, just be warned. Special the blue. Blue is going to search for Jet. And hell, if I'm being honest, I don't even think we need to go into Gigantic here. This actually kind of sucks because I'm trying to find a way to keep Deal on the board just so that I can use it to draw cards. But I don't think there's a way at the moment. Maybe that's why you need to make the Kiss a Kill here? Perhaps? Although you can't use the effect if you already control a Leela. Yeah, so I think we just do this to get the extra body, but do it after. Because right now, I want a special Jet, and go Jet effect. I added the starter just now, I believe? Or maybe this was already in my hand. Was it already in my hand? 1, 2, 3. This is 4. Special blue. Added Jet. Special Jet. So I should have 3 cards in hand still. Okay, cool. So here we can grab the double cross. This is like actually perfect, by the way, holy shit. So we can go 1-2 into Jin Buster, because we do not even need the Gigantic actually, that's kind of funny. Okay. We can go Leela effect to special the deal. And then here, honestly, how do I want to do this? Because I can go these two into Leela, or Kiss a Kill, and go Kiss a Kill effect draw a card. Melted. So sorry, Phoenix. That's crazy we drew the Frost, by the way. Actually insane. Okay, so here, I could just go Special Frost. And what can I make here? Because I can't make IP or the Little Knight anymore. That's what I need the Abow for. Damn. The Abow would go crazy in this. Unfortunate. Okay. I guess it is just like something I can use with the starter to negate something. Okay, so you go Special Frost, and then I guess you could... Yeah. I'll just make Trouble Sunny here. Maybe... Yeah, Trouble Sunny. Okay. And then I can go starter. Summon the carrot. Set the double cross. And this is the inboard it's looking like. I just realized I could fit an Unchained package in here with a Charvara in main and a trap. And then I could use the Trouble Sunny to tag, go into Yama, and then search for the red dog. That's actually kind of cool. Damn. Alright, well. I need to find a way to keep the deal on the field so that I can draw when my opponent tries to interact with me. I feel like that is very important. Anyway, so this is our board. Like, pass turn here. And on their turn, you can Trouble Sunny, Tribute, Summon. You get a draw and a pop. And then you can Ash Veilor some stuff. You can Gen Buster. You can double cross to steal or attach. In this case, I would probably just attach. Just because, why not? I could use the carrot to tribute. And then use Alila to bring back... Oh, interesting. Okay, so deal is not a quick effect to draw whenever your opponent, or whenever you dump. So that means you probably shouldn't keep it up. It's probably just to help you play through stuff. Okay, that's fine. And then we can go Leela, summon back Key. The Frost could grab us another card. It's an Ogre, that's pretty good. We're just gonna assume that we use it, you know? And then, theoretically, if our opponent completely fucks us and they clear our board somehow through a pop, 3 hand traps, a monster negate, and a steal. If they can play through that, they're just better than me. Okay, we're gonna draw for turn now. So draw, do a blue, and from here we can honestly just go into access code, which is nice. We can go snitch to search, or even just special blue and search. We can go like search red. Okay, this is kind of crazy. So you can go 1, 2, 3. Access code. Access code effect. Target the link engrave. You can special the red. Could go access code, banish deal to pop. Go Leela, summon draw. Go Trouble Sunny to banish and send. And then go Kizuko effect, summon, pop. Did I draw another Sunny Snitch? What the fuck? That is crazy. Okay then. I guess I'll take it. Oh, I didn't even search off that Sunny Snitch earlier. Well, that is awkward. I think, honestly, I'll just search for another Frost. Okay. And then you could just special the Frost and just not do anything with it, I guess. It's fine. Just use it as fodder for a tribute. Go into... I don't have another Trouble Sunny in here, which is fine, and I'm Fiend locked. So this is probably fine. I don't even know if I need to run the second Gigantic. I really don't think I need to. I think I can cut the second Gigantic for something else. Probably a bow, actually. Okay, I've seen enough. We can do a new hand. I tested Runic Live Twin with the new stuff, and it didn't feel very good, to be honest. Because all you would end on is a pop and a draw without any of the negates. So your board was extremely weak into board breakers. Or just one-off, what's it called? One-off effects like Imperm. Which sucks. So that's why I wanted to instead just do Light Twin Sprite. Okay, so here we're gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is crazy. Okay, this hand is nice. So we can go normal Kiss a Kill. If they try to respond to it, we can sweet. So remember, this negates the effect. Your Live Twin card or effect activation, you can discard negate the effect. Yep, okay. So we can discard to negate. The Kiss a Kill will resolve. And summon out the Leela. Pretend 1 is a bow for now. Okay, will do. Pretending one of the Gigantics is a bow. Do I have? I definitely have a bow combo here, but I don't think I want to discard anything. Although it might be fine. Link into deal. You go deal effect, so dump. This means that we will draw whenever they interact with us. Holy shit. Robert Pinero, welcome to the Asmosphere. Hope you're doing well today. That notification scared the absolute shit out of me, by the way. Okay, so you can dump the Frost here. And then you can go Sweet Effect to Special, because you control a Kiss a Kill. Now, because I'm afraid of running the nib here, I think I just go red to Special. And now the issue is, I want to go into Gigantic so I can get Cross or a Spell Trap Negate, and then just make my board unimpeded. Because if I can do that, then this is going to be very nice. Although, if this Kiss a Kill deal was a Link 1, that would be so much better. Wait, actually no, we're fine, because I can just overlay these two. Oh no, hold up, this Sweet's locking me into Fiends right now, so... I think I just go these two into Key. Maybe I do Lee here. I think I definitely do a Lee here to get the extra body, right? Well, no, I'm definitely not going into Gigantic, I think. So here we'll go Lee effect to special the Frost. We can go 1, 2 into... no, let's go... That should be fine, actually. I won't be able to special the Lee that way, though. It's fine. Do key effect to draw a card. You use your negation to stop their interaction. Use talents to push Nib away. Yeah, that's a good idea. I completely forgot talents was in my hand. My imagination's running wild right now. Okay, so here we go draw off Kiss a Kill. We drew blue, which is fucking crazy, by the way. In case you didn't know, holy shit. Actually, there is an issue here because I have key right here and this right here, but because of that, I think I just special blue and then go blue effect. I think that blue actually just saved me here. Okay, so there are gonna be some issues where you run into things like, Sweet is gonna lock you into fiends while it's on the field. So you're gonna have to... Oh wait, I'm not locked into fiends right now because I haven't used... Oh no, I used Leela. Okay. Okay. Everything checks out. You add Jet, and then here you can go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Trouble Sunny. You can use Trouble Sunny to bring back the Key and the Lee. In which case you then can go into a Bow. So we're just gonna pretend this Gigantic is in a Bow right now, alright? Because I have 2 Gigantics in here, I don't think you need the second one, if I'm being honest. So we're just gonna pretend this is a Bow. So you make a Bow, you can go a Bow effect. I could just triple tack here and either like look at their hand or draw 2. In this case I'm gonna draw 2 because I kinda wanna just discard some random piece of shit card off of a Bow. So I'm gonna discard the Kiss a Kill I drew to banish and summon back the Trouble Sunny. Then we can go Specialty Jet, and Jet will grab the starter. And you can just activate starter, summon Carrot. Easy shit. Then in phase, this comes back. So now you have a Spell Trap negate, a Monster negate, 2 hand traps, a Bow, and Trouble Sunny. This is kind of unfortunate placement here because I have 2, 3, 4. I have all 5 zones clogged, so I can't use the Trouble Sunny to bring back both. So if they impermit, I have to bring back only 1, and then just pray that they don't go normal battle phase immediately after. But I guess whatever they activate, I could just tribute to negate, and then that frees up a zone. So it's probably fine. Here, we'll just facilitate an opponent's turn. We can tribute to negate, Baylor, Ogre some stuff, Trouble Sunny to revive, 1, 2, and also by extension, if they search something, we can Frost and Kiss a Kill to draw 1 and 2. We have Droll, so we can Droll them if we really want to. We can use the Abow to discard and then pop. And here, we can also do the other negates and then just bring it back right after. This is pretty good, actually, damn. I think I prefer this to how Life Twin Sprite was before. I'm gonna have to get used to the card interactions and remember about getting locked into certain things, but this is pretty nice. I like this a lot. So now if they pass because they can't play through like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 interactions. 7 interactions. We draw. And then here, honestly, do I even like... I mean, I could do the Abow effect, which is you draw and then put back cards, correct? During your standby phase. So I have a Aqua, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aqua, Spellcaster, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Six. Okay, so 6. Hope I'm remembering that effect correctly. I'm actually gonna look it up real quick. Oh, thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate that. During your standby phase, you can draw cards equal to the number of different monster types in your graveyard. Place cards from your hand on the bottom in any order equal to number of cards you drew. Okay, cool. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we put back 6. That is insane. I don't even know what to grab. Starter's pretty good. I think Gamma Burst is probably the best right here. Soft ones. Oh, I was about to say, I literally read the effect of you can only use each effect the second that you said soft once, and I was like, oh. Okay, so we're gonna have the Gamma Burst. And then here we can go... What do I want to do here? Like, I feel like they're... Wait, low-key, I could just discard the Gamma Burst and then do that, so this is fine. So we go into access code. And then we can go about, discard, banish. Sun, back Trouble Sunny. Need to attack. Actually, which one? This one is Hyper Attack. We can go Gamma Burst on the red. We can Talker. Finish the deal. I'm the Juvia to your Gray. I actually don't know that reference. Then here we can go Battle Phase. Smack effect. Summon, summon. Pop and draw. Cool. Smack. Smack. Smack, smack. And main 2. Since I am not Fiend locked, I believe. Do I Fiend lock myself with the Sweet? I don't think I do, if I'm being real. I think I special blue and I go blue effect. Add jet, and then I go 1, 2 into IP. Smack, smack, smack is snack, snack. And then I can go summon jet. Ooh, this is a little awkward. I can summon jet here, but it doesn't actually do. Actually, wait, this is funny as hell. Hold up. Like, if summon jet, add double cross, right? Now here's the funny thing. I'm gonna overlay the jet in the red, by the way. Jin Buster. This is not how your games are gonna go, by the way, obviously. Like, people can play through 7 interactions, especially if you hit them improperly. So, leave room for Rebel, otherwise she will go to grave. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing, yeah. Okay, and then here we go in phase, the Abal comes back. And now we're like fucking popping. So their turn, we have a monster negate. We can attach a monster to the Jin Buster. I actually don't have a discard for a Rebel, but the Frost Engrave is gonna get me there. So, draw. Then I can go discard the Ash if I really want to. Okay, this deck is kind of fire. We are indeed cooking, alright? Also, I apologize for my arms, they are extremely pale. Okay, so another hand, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we just straight up like lose to an imperm, but it's fine. Because we go normal kiss kill, they imperm, we go pass turn. Cool. But if they go Veiler, we can triple attack and draw 2. And we drew into like the actual nuts, by the way. But I'm just gonna assume that they don't have interaction here because it is kind of weird to, well, not exactly weird. It's good practice to test your lines through different hand traps, but this is a very clear instance of like, I lose to exactly imperm, but anything else I'm like popping off. We're gonna use the Kiss-a-Kill to summon our Leela. Actually, we want to summon the Sweet. Yeah. Ooh, hold up. Okay, so deal dumps the Leela monster from the deck, which is very good to know. So in this case, you do want to summon the Leela and then dump the Sweet. Very good to know. Okay, cool. That is a little unfortunate though, because I wanted to instead dump the Frost. So if you were to play the Leela, you could go normal Leela, summon the Frost, blink off Frost, deal, summon, or dumps the Sweet, so you have your draw and you have your extender. Which, that is actually kind of insane. Alright. Are people just not running the... Are people running the Leela at 1 because they are being dumb and weird? We're gonna have to figure this out. Anyway. Sweet effect is special. Here we can go 1-2, or even low-key. I mean, I could just hold the Sweet, and I could just go straight into the Kiss-a-Kill here. Probably just not enough practice and they're doing too much copy and paste. I could definitely see that, because that was happening a lot with Centurion as well. And also Lab. Lab has a really bad problem with people copy pasting. No, because no one wants to experiment, because they're like, I don't want to randomly like make my deck work with things that I think are good, and then it just ends up being horrible. They'd rather follow people that, quote-unquote, know exactly what they're talking about. I say quote-unquote because some pros will actively give you bad advice. Like, for example, some pros will say that a deck is not good in the format, but they're saying it because they don't want to see people playing that at big events, so that there's less variance. It's stupid. I hate when they do that. They're actively doing it with Centurion. It's sheep building. Yeah, it sucks. Okay, so here we can go summon the Leela, and then we can go summon the Sweet. Or, yeah, this is fine. Then we go the Leela with the Kiss-a-Kill, into the Leela, into the Kiss-a-Kill to draw a card. Do I want to draw that? Oh, I did summon from deck, so technically, hold up. I have to shuffle and present. Shuffle, present, draw, jet. That is much better. I mean, drawing into the Kiss-a-Kill was like fine. Now I have to figure out where to go from here, because this... I don't quite understand the utility of the Sweet on specifically this portion. So, I mean, I'm Fiend locked, which sucks. Oh my god, wait. I can just make Jin Buster. No fucking way. Summon Jet. Jet effect. Head starter. Or hell, I could even just add double cross and it's fine. But I'm not going to. So we're gonna make the Jin Buster. Activate starter. This deck like gets absolutely railed by Nib, by the way. Summon the carrot. Ooh, actually I need to hold off on the starter because I need to make a bow. We go 1, 2 into a bow, or not a bow. We go Trouble Sunny effect, tribute, summon back, 2, link into a bow, and then here we go a bow effect. Dump, banish, summon. Now we go starter to summon carrot. Very nice. I love the ghost spell in this, by the way, because Bystials are definitely a problem for this deck. And running Bell is essentially the same as running Called by for Bystials, which is nice. So here we go, set 1, pass. This comes back. Their turn. We can Jin Buster to negate. We can Veiler, Bell. We can Carrot, Tribute, negate. Trouble Sunny to summon. 1 and 2 to draw and pop. Unfortunately, I do not have the Frost in here, which blows. We can do the Bow effect to discard and pop if we need to, but I don't think we need to. Do Imperm, just use the Droll. And honestly, I think we're fine here. Yeah. Okay, another test hand, and then I'm going to probably think about the issues with the deck. Like Blue Eyes like Dragon Stakes Rare. We cooking so hard. So true. Yeah, Life Twin really shits on Blue Eyes. Anytime they have Eternal Soul up, you're just like, nah, get that shit out of here. Actually, is it Eternal Soul or is it a different name? Can't remember. Anyway. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? True Light, that's what it is. Eternal Soul is the Dark Magician one. Yes. Okay. Okay, this hand's pretty good, but losing the Droll is indeed a thing here. Maybe I try to run a Called By, just to have it. Okay, so we go Trouble Sunny, or we go Life Twin Sunny Snitch. Yes. Okay. We go add Kiss a Kill, or, hear me out, we go add a Leela. And the reason I'm thinking of adding Leela here is because if they're going to respond to a live Twin Carter effect, I can just negate it with this. So I go normal Leela effect. If they have a response, I go, hey, get shafted. Girl's mega strong. This format is a must run. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Maybe I should run Called By. Cut Ogre, maybe. Cut Ogre and then run Called By and cross out. Yeah. Okay, so we negate and do that. We summon Frost. Link to deal effect to dump a Leela. I guess another sweet is fine. That is the answer, 1 Called By, 1 cross out. I think so too, yeah. As much as I want to open Ghost Ogre, it just doesn't matter if my opponent drolls me. Or if they just out hand trap me. Because I feel like the deck can dodge hand traps pretty well, but droll is actively an issue. Okay, so here we go 2, into key effect to summon the Leela engrave, and then sweet effect to summon. We can go jet special. I genuinely do not even use the gigantic here. Like, this is kind of insane. Gotta find the hammer to the kryptonite. True. I also don't think I need sprint anymore, because the new Leela Link 1 just does the same thing. Although there probably would be cases where you open only sprite stuff, but I think that's few and far between. We might cut the sprint. We might cut the sprint and run something else. Okay, so jet, do search. I'm gonna do the double cross this time, if I'm being honest. There's my double cross. Tell me I dropped it or something. There it is. You need the redundancy sometimes. Yeah. That is true. And I don't really know what else I would run. I was thinking like maybe another Trouble Sunny, but that's like whatever. Did I take out the unicorn? No, it's still in here. Oh my god, I forgot I had the unicorn in here. This is fine for now. Okay, so with this, we go jet and sweet into the Jin Buster. Leela and key into the Lee. Believe, yes, and then we go effect special, draw a card. They're imperm, that's crazy, okay. We go 1, 2. Double Sunny. Tag out, bring those back, make a bow. Do I even discard off of a bow here? I mean, wait, actually, discard, banish. Something. A draw and a pop is better than just an imperm, so. Starter. Or a carrot. So now we have a response to both fronts. We have a response to a spell trap and a monster. Okay. Now, during the end phase, this will come back. And we have double cross imperm set. No cards in hand, which kind of sucks. But it's fine because we have Frost Engrave. And we're also going to get the Trouble Sunny to bring back and do that. So, we pass turn. We go Trouble Sunny effect. Presumably, I mean, some cases you'll use like Jin Buster or the carrot if you have to. So Leela and key, and you'll go draw 1 off of that, which is Ogre, which is crazy. Okay. You can negate with Jin, attach double cross, or if you have to use the carrot to tribute, you can just steal a monster. Although we could also just like tribute a evil twin as well and then bring it back. We can use the Frost to draw a card. There's a blue, which I know what I'm discarding now, I guess, so use the Imperm, and we can use the Abow to discard blow something up, and then we can use Ogre to blow something up. Pass turn, draw a Mourner. We can just fix our hand with a Bow. I've got probably 6 in here. Psychic, Thunder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is super redundant, but I almost want to just grab starter, if I'm being real, because I'm probably just gonna link this Jin Buster off anyway. Or I could just grab Oh my god. Hold on, am I having an epiphany? If I can use the Physical and the Leela to go into like Abomination, I can use the Abow to revive Trouble Sunny, and then now I'll have 2 pops and then a 3rd pop on end phase. I don't think Abomination's worth running though, just for that. If I was playing the Runic version, I would run Abomination. But I am not, so we are not going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to organize this and kind of talk about the changes I want to make. Probably talk about the issues that I ran into so far. Okay, niche, starter, triple tech. I think I might just cut Gamma Burst for hold by side patterns possibly. Side patterns are actually pretty easy. So if you're going second, you either want to keep Gamma Burst in so that you can deal damage over shit, or keep Double Cross in just to have something for when you break the board, or if you break the board. I think Gamma Burst is a little better, so setting up Double Cross going into game 2 is probably the play. You could probably safely side out both. Siding out Sunny Snitch is pretty easy to do as well. And you realistically could side out like a Frost or another Jet. Because at the end of the day, the sprite monsters are good and they are extenders, but they're not immediate extenders. So if your bodies get removed from the board and you've already normal summoned, these are just gonna rot in your hand. And I think you would rather open like a board breaker than an extender that's not gonna work because your opponent's just gonna go detonator 4 times on your fucking normal summon. Or well, I mean detonator doesn't work on the Life Twin normal summon anyway, but issues I ran into though. Let's see, I'm gonna try to get this into order very quickly. I do not like the Kiss a Kill normal summon. I understand why people do it. It's because if you go normal summon and you don't have a response to stop the hand trap, you go into the Link 1, and then the Link 1 just allows you to continue playing anyway. So for example, let's say you go Kiss a Kill, they impermit, or like, damn, that sucks, okay. You link it off for Deal, and then Deal will dump the Sweet, and the Sweet will summon itself, and this just gives you the full Life Twin combo. That's why people are running the Kiss a Kill at 3, and the Alila at 1. However, for sake of better inboards, I think that the Kiss a Kill is just better in general. Because with the Kiss a Kill, or excuse me, Leela, with the Leela, after you've done the effect of summon, which you would summon the Frost from deck. Yeah, you would summon the Frost from deck. This is just better because it gives you the draw. So you link this off into this, and then you go effect to dump Sweet, which gives you this allows you to just do the entire combo without even having to go into Gigantic, which is nice. but you do have to open a sprite, or just have a sprite monster. So if you have a sprite monster, like if you have Jet or Blue, you can just do this into Gigantic, or not Gigantic, excuse me. You can do this into Buster, and it's like the same thing. You can't do Gigantic because you have the suite on board. So, which honestly, if you also wanted to, you can just hold off on the suite and then just go special the sprite, and you can just overlay into Gigantic that way. Because let's see, that is how many summons now? That is, let's see, it is 1, 2, 3 to dump this, 4, and then Gigantic would be 5. That is kind of rough. Yeah, that's pretty rough. So if you're afraid of Nib, you genuinely might just not even do the Kiss a Kill deal play. You might just do the normal play and not even go into deal. Just to play under Nib. So yeah, if you're afraid of Nib, just do the normal Live Twin sprite play where you go normal, special, red, and then you can go like make Gigantic or make the Live Twin, or you can go like special a sprite effect, overlay in the Gigantic, do your Gigantic thing, and then you just end on the normal board. The only issue with this though is that your board is weaker because you don't end on a bow. Although that might be either a good thing or a bad thing depending on your hand. If you have a lot of hand traps, it's probably a good thing. If you don't have a lot of hand traps, then you'd probably want to try to go for the bow line because it ends on more. My voice has been cracking so much because I've been talking all day. All goddamn day. Okay, so let's get this organized a little more. Also, little known fact. I don't know how I feel about the double frost. I mean, this is gonna be another suite. One of these is gonna be another suite. I feel like it's just too good to not run at 3. I mean, it's literally a hand trap negate and an extender, so what more could you want, right? It's crazy. Also, thank you, Phoenix. I appreciate that. I need to make another story time video. Okay, so I have the 2 jet here, the 1 red, and where is the 1 carrot? There she is. Beautiful. So that's the sprite engine. 3 blue, 2 jet, 1 red, 1 carrot. I think that's more than enough, to be honest. Maybe the rest of the hand traps out of here. Healer. Roll. Ash. Hope you guys like my German ash blossoms and my German veilers. Ghost Ogre. Then there are the 2 sweets. Wunderbar. Yes. Okay. So changes I think I'm going to make. Obviously, take one frost out, bump the sweet to 3. I think I'm going to take out Gamma Burst and replace it with Called By. Because let's be real, right? The instances where Gamma Burst does come up, you can just choose not to lock yourself into level 2s, unless you absolutely have to. And if you absolutely have to lock yourself into 2s, you can get Gigantic to 36 or 34? 32. I can't do math, alright? Don't bully me. You can safely go into like IP or something. Shadow Mosquito might be an option, like genuinely, by taking out Gamma Burst, because I want to run as few do-nothing cards as possible. And Gamma Burst is, by extension, a do-nothing card. Frost is a do-something card, and it is technically full combo by normaling Frost. However, Sweet is, by all intents and purposes, better. Yo, how's it going, Ratchet? Hope you're doing well today. I think that the sprite numbers are perfect, though. 3 blue, 2 jet, 1 red, 1 carrot. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I went to a sneak peek today for Alliance Insight for Yu-Gi-Oh! And I got 2nd place, 4 wins, 1 loss. It was a lot of fun. And I also got most of the Life Twin stuff I needed to make this deck. So, all in all, it was pretty good. Okay, so, it's gonna be Sweet, Called By... Sweet, Called By, and I think that should be good, because I don't really think I need Cross Out. Exactly. Just finished building Pure Fire King. Hell yeah, that is a really fun deck. I have all of Pure Fire King except for the new girl. It's in my deck core box that I've got. You like chicken nuggets here? Yes, we do. You're damn right. I actually have some chicken nuggets in the fridge. That's a lie. I don't. I have quesadillas though. Okay, so Gamma Burst is going to become Called By. I don't have my 2nd Sweet, so this will just stay Frost. Picking on my chickens, I see. Phoenix, doesn't somebody on your team play Fire King? Or am I misremembering? I main Odeon and Chimera Fiendsmith. I main Centurion right now. I used to be known for Trap Tricks, but Trap Tricks has really fallen out of favor, sadly. We have a Fire King player. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I was like hard stuck on Trap Tricks for the longest time, and I was usually undefeated with it when I would take it to locals, especially after the structure decks came out. But after Kashtira format, like once we got the Snake Eye format, once we got the Snake Eye format, Raptrix started struggling extremely hard because power creep was starting to turn decks into 1-card combos with extenders if you opened anything else. And Traptrix cannot beat that, just genuinely. The deck is going to need another wave of support, and it's going to need 1-card combos for all of its stuff. They can't give us like a 1.5 card combo or anything. They have to like straight up just give Trap Tricks a card that does their entire board. Like give us something that gives us Rafflesia, Sarah, Pingicula. And then the deck is great. But it's probably gonna be a while. Used to play Herald of Perfection with Cyber Angels. Now that's hot. Herald of Perfection's awesome. I don't have PTSD from the Herald yet, thankfully. Let's see. Okay, so I have to put the spread stuff there, this here, and this is going to be a called by. As for the extra deck, what did I not like about the extra deck? Okay, one thing I did not like about the extra deck is the fact that double gigantic does nothing. Sprint was on the chopping block. This is a bow for now, so we're gonna pretend this isn't a bow. Jin was great because it gives me an option through weird hands where I have the Sweet on board as an extender, and I'm like, dang, I wish I could do something with this. I'm like, oh, Specialist Sprite, and then just make Jin. So that's cool. Access code is like whatever, if I'm being honest. Unicorn is whatever. It's just there as an IP target. So yeah, I think Sprend is on the cutting block. We keep one gigantic for weird instances. Do we keep Zeus? Nightmare Phoenix? Phoenix isn't a horrible idea. I'm also really enjoying Blue Eyes. Oh yeah, Blue Eyes is a lot of fun. I also have Blue Eyes built. I have... Oh my god, so I can play like 4 different lists. I tried out Bestial Blue Eyes, I tried out Branded... it was Branded Destruction Sword Blue Eyes, and I say branded in quotations because it was literally just a single Fallen of Albaz that I would summon off of Spheres. I tried out Branded Destruction Sword Blue Eyes, I tried out Centurion Blue Eyes, I tried out a bunch of different lists, and I kind of settled on Blue Eyes Destruction Sword. So, this is good for stealing XYZs with tactics. That is very true. The only thing I'm worried about is... So I run 2 XYZs. I run 2 XYZs, right? If I'm ever forced into a position where I have to use the gigantic, and then I make the buster, and I don't have a way to get another material on the buster, because typically you link off the gigantic, we're gonna have an issue. So maybe another XYZ is needed, and I could just cut the Sprint for another XYZ. Could just side it to the Zeus. I could side the Zeus. I don't really like siding extra deck monsters though. Siding extra deck monsters always felt bad to me because I don't want my opponent to get any knowledge about what I'm siding. Typhon. Typhon is certainly an option. Because the only things that lock me are Gigantic and Starter. Which, if I open Starter and I have to use Starter... Let me read Starter. Let's see. For the rest of this turn after this card resolves. Okay, so because it says it resolves... If they ash it, it still applies, but if they negate activation, then I can still summon higher than level 2, correct? I think that's how that works. Okay, cool. See, all of my knowledge from trying to become a judge worked out. I actually had to judge a lot today, and the last week. Oh my god. They were, in 4 of my matches last week, I had to judge 5 times. Or well, I judged 5 times total. Oh, I already took the test. I passed, what was it, the level 1 test? I think it was level 1. Or maybe it was level 3, I can't remember. It was like the first test that they give you. I passed it and they're like, yeah, you're this level judge. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Go higher. I definitely want to. I hate how they word their questions though, because their questions are not worded in reality. Their questions are worded as if they're trying to make you second guess yourself in a way that is not beneficial for anybody. Like, for example, for cards that conflict with card effects, if I remember correctly, you have to apply the most recent effect as the current effect that is going on. So, like, if what's like a good example of this? There was an example of a interaction that would genuinely just break the game, and neither player could activate or do anything. But the way they worded the question is they purposefully omitted context and refused to give it to you.
Entered the atmosphere.
Like, they just outright refused to give it to you. Also, thank you for joining the atmosphere again, Ratchet. I appreciate that. Like, they didn't give you enough information to base a ruling off of, which sucked, because I was sitting there like, how am I supposed to answer the question if I don't have the information I need? And I think that that is probably part of what they were trying to get at, is if you're going to be a judge, you have to be able to work with perfect information and still come to a perfect conclusion. But I thought that was bullshit. Like, I got a single answer wrong on the test, and it was literally one of those questions. I was like, that's horrible. I never want to see that again. So yeah, I think cutting sprint for something is a good idea. Maybe another XYZ. The Abow is gonna just stay as Abow. I like the Trouble Sunny. I do kind of wish I could run another one. Maybe cut access code. Because Trouble Sunny's effect to just like non-target send is just so fucking good. It's just too good. Yeah, I think that this is pretty much fine for now. I need to look at my other extra deck stuff here and see if I can find a worthy card. Where is my sprite pile that I had? Right here. Yes. And then I also need to work on the side deck. By the way, if you guys ever have like questions or anything, feel free to ask. I don't mind. Oh my god, also, we are going to we're working out a deal with our card shop so that they'll sponsor my team. My team is Team Night Shift, which you'll see on a lot of my content. I have like a stinger that transitions, that shows the logo and everything. So we're working out a deal with our card shop to get them to sponsor us. Cyber Angel Natasha. Oh my god. With Herald of Perfection, my opponent couldn't do it. Yeah, that's fucking insane, by the way. Sweet Jesus. Okay, also, I hate that no one's running Secret Password. I want to run Secret Password so bad. But it is just so bad into every single hand trap. Well, almost every single hand trap. It's bad into Ash, Droll. It is bad into... Actually, I think that's genuinely it. But because it is so bad in the Droll, you just cannot play it. Because you go secret password, you grab Sunny Snitch, they droll you, and you're like, I'm just go fuck myself, I guess. Fucking set the Sunny Snitch. Can't search off of it. There's the crossout. Low-key, maybe crossout's a little better than called by. I mean, that's not even low-key, I think that's just high-key. Oh my god. Ratchet, by the way, today, Big Ben 10 got nerfed and it hit pretty hard. True. Yeah, rest in peace, Ben 10. I mean, did they bring it back at all? I think it's at 3 now, isn't it? I think it is. Limited? Oh, it's still limited? That's fucking crazy. Oh, they brought back Ava to 2? Which is like, whatever. Oh, okay. So, all the stuff I have in here. Right, Smashers. I am never playing Smashers in my fucking life. The only time I would ever play Smashers is maybe if I'm playing Runic. That is like the only time. Limited to 1, I mean, I think so. You go evenly matched, your opponent chooses to not interact. Gain forbidden droplets into evenly. And a monster. A spell. How many do they keep? Okay. So if you go evenly matched, your opponent chooses not to interact. You chain a forbidden droplet sending evenly. Okay. So... Okay, so for all intents and purposes, I need to make sure that I have this correct. So you go activate evenly. It's the only card you control. You go chain droplet. Send the evenly. So now you still control 1 card. So they banish everything until they only control 1 card. Oh wait, actually... no. Cards don't go to grave until after resolution. Resolution for every card has to happen before they go to grave, I believe. So I'm pretty sure they only keep 1 card. Evenly is the last thing to resolve because it's not on the field. It's not on the field. Yes, correct. I actually should check that, because I'm pretty sure that cards do not go to grave until after every card has resolved. Or at least evenly... Actually, would it evenly track that? No, I'm pretty sure they keep 1 thing. Let me look this up. Evenly... Actually, no. Hold on. Cards sent to grave during resolution. Okay. Will be sent to grave after the whole chain in which it was activated in resolves if it is still on the field, unless it has an effect that keeps it on the field. Okay, so yeah, the entire chain has to resolve before the card would be sent to graveyard, so they would keep 1, yes. Okay, cool. Yeah. I remembered, but I wanted to double check, because I didn't want to be wrong on, that. Because it has been a while since that's ever, like, come up. It's not often that, like, oh, does this get sent to grave on resolution? Has ever, like, it just doesn't come up. We had a big fight over it. Oh, that fucking sucks. Yeah, damn. I hope you guys were able to, get it fixed, though. I do still want to run the Lingaribo in, Life Twin so bad. Just because it is so funny to just randomly go, hey, by the way, I'm gonna make Lingaribo in games 2 and 3, and your opponent's staring at their single evenly, and they're like, fuck. I kind of want to play Shadow Miss Mosquito. Or Ninja Shadow Mosquito. Because this technically would give me my other way to make Zeus, because it can't be destroyed by battle. And then also I can just randomly kill people with it. So it's like unironically crazy. And I think I'm just gonna run cross out in main instead of called by. Does that mean I run nibs though? Because the deck is more susceptible to nib. I could take out ogres for nibs. He did not want to take the L on it. 3 judges versus 1 judge. Three judges versus 1 judge is like insane, by the way. When you have 3 other judges telling you like, no, this is how it works, bud, and you're just like, nah, fuck you guys. That's that is a level of spite that rarely fills my body. Nib is, yeah. Maybe I do run Nib over Ogre. It's just that Ogre hits decks that Life Twin has a harder matchup against, like Odeon. So like against Odeon, Ogre is going to like clap cheeks. Side it. I could just side it, yeah. Damn. I hate siding hand traps though, when I already run like a shit ton. I could just bump this up to 42. But then I would see shit less. I hate math. You know that? God, I hate math. Okay, what loses the nib? Blue Eyes loses the nib pretty well. It's just 2 cards. This is true. And I normally run 42. I run 42 in Centurion. And that deck is way less slippery than Live Twin with the new Link one. I think you might have just convinced me, by the way. Phoenix. You have so much draw power too. This is true. Ugh. I am afraid of running into a issue of variance though. Running into issues of variance is the worst thing on the planet, by the way. I think this works out though because I already have so many ways to my board. If I, like, the more hand traps I run, it kind of spreads out the odds of me just drawing into, like, all of my engine, and then nothing else. So, I think you're correct on that. Just run nib. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Where did I put my Nibiru's? And I think I want to run Breakers inside. Breakers inside sounds fun. If only I had the space in extra deck to run Ultimate Slayer. Ultimate Slayer is absolutely one of the best cards this format. Going into a board, by the way. You trade positively with every deck in the game except for... well, every deck in the game that's, like, in the meta, except for, like... honestly, I don't even really know a deck that just doesn't get fucked by Ultimate Slayer right now. Probably have to be like a Link decks, maybe Malice? Oh, welcome back. Okay, so I'm gonna put Nibiru in, and I'm gonna look at some more extra deck cards. Also, can we talk about how Sweet is just better Centurion Chimerea? Like, this card sucks ass. This card is awful. I hate Chimerea. It should have been an extender where you can special it from hand or grave, on top of being like an anti-hand trap card. Because if you have it in your hand and your opponent just doesn't do anything, you're like, well, this is fucking useless. Oh yeah, Nib's going in. Unfortunately. Holy shit. My ears! Thank you for the prime sacrifice. I appreciate that. Thank you, Ratchet. You're a sweetheart for that, you know that? Okay, so there's 2 Nibs. We are living. What is it? What's wrong? Just because I built a Fire King deck doesn't mean I know to use the chicken. It's okay. Why is white steak rare? Oh my goodness. Okay, hear me out, right? How funny would it be if I made Zelantis in this deck, locked myself into 2s, and then used the effect to banish everything and then bring him back? That would be kind of hot, right? That would be, like, kind of crazy, right? I think it's a little too... I think it takes too much commitment, though. And I already have to be in, like, a good game state. Can you, though? I'm pretty sure you can, yeah. Let me read Zelantis again real quick. Only control 1, once per turn. Main phase, you can banish all monsters on the field. Summon as many monsters as possible that were banished by this effect to their owner's fields. Face up or and face down. Okay, so yeah. So the combo would be you would have to do the Life Twin stuff. Oh, actually, hold up. I mean, I do get Fiend locked. Yeah, I get Fiend locked, so it would have to be like after turn 1. It would have to be after turn 1, and I'd have to already have bodies on the field, so that is definitely just one more. Yeah. Unfortunate. I want a deck that Zelantis is good in, but I don't have Marincess. Let's see, Gunpetsu is here. It's like fine. Okay. I think Shadow Mosquito is going in. The card is just too goddamn funny. Part of me also wants to do Goddess though, because Goddess is a fiend, so I can just randomly make it. I mean, I put enough bodies up too. Soul Sweeper is a card, but it's like whatever. Cursed Javelin is pretty cool. Interesting. You got a Discord? We do, actually. Hold on. We have a command in the chat. Also, welcome back. Okay, so Shadow Mosquito's going in, I'm taking out the Sprend. Oh my god, wait. Okay, so if I Gigantic... I have to read this. Interesting. Okay, so if I go gigantic, I can't do the Link 1 play. But I run so many live twins that I feel like it is just impossible for me not to get the live twin combo. Like I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9. 9 ways to get the live twin combo. That is... I mean, it's less than Centurion, but it's also being backed up by sprite stuff, so... I think we do just take Sprint out. Where'd it go? Did my Sprint just fade from my memory? Where the hell did it go? It's fucking gone. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. Goddess, goddess, goddess. G to the O to the Otis. Is that a reference to something? Okay, so Sprint is kaput. Confirmed. Put all that. And put all that in my twin bulk. Okay, there's live twin bulk. God, why do I have so much live twin bulk? Alright, also, wait, Spawn live action movie? Oh, interesting. But have you ever used Spell Table? It's usually a site to play with your real cards online for Magic, but me and my friends use it for Yu-Gi-Oh! Thought I'd mention it. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. I don't think I've ever used it before. I use Yugioh Omega and Dueling Nexus whenever I'm testing or playing with friends online. For the most part, I try to play in person as often as possible. Only because I feel like simulators give you a false sense of understanding and what's the word I'm looking for here? I feel like simulators give you like a false understanding of your own deck because a lot of them play the game for you. Okay, Shadow Mosquito. That's why I use my real cards and stuff. Hell yeah. Let's go. Okay, this is something else I wanted to kind of get into, is I have Dinomorphia stuff coming in, and I'm gonna make Ryuji Dinomorphia. I sold my Sword Soul stuff to one of my teammates, and then I bought Dinomorphia, because I felt like Dinomorphia Ryuji is better than Sword Soul Ryuji. So, I'm working on that as well. And I also need to put in the new Cyber Dragon support. And I can't remember if this is the only new support they got in Alliance Insight or not. I hope it is, because I don't want to buy anything else. So. Also, randomly, wait, there is. Ah, god dang it, man. Okay. I also have Dragon's Mind. This card's kind of funny. It is a negate. It's an Omni-negate for Blue Eyes. It's also an Omni-negate for, I think, Centurion as well. Which, I mean, Judgment is just better, 1000%, but one you have requires your opponent to do something. Ah, damn. So it's the one of. Oh, I think there's a way to summon it, though, without your opponent doing anything. Because if I remember correctly, let's see here. Cyber Jormungandr, let's see. Special summon, take a Cyber Dragon, special summoner, equip it to this card. You can return a Cyber Dragon you control to the hand, add a polymerization from your deck or graveyard. Okay, so... what is... Is the other one a Cyberdark card? If the other one is specifically a Cyberdark card, then that is the one I'm thinking of. Damn it, it is. Fuck! So I have the wrong one. That's awesome. Oh well. How expensive can it be? I just look it up, it's a secret rare. Anyway. I've looked through all this. And now we get to the fun part. Now we are at the side deck. So let's figure this out. Alright. I have 3 dogwood. I don't need this. I can cut this. Because I have a resonator inside. So I do not need dogwood. I guess it can come up in those instances where I am forced to go second during time, but I honestly do not really care all that much. Resonator's staying in, I think. I have 3 Dark Ruler, 1 Harpies. Oh, well, there is a Called By in here. I'm just going to take that out. We have 1 free space. I have 3 Judgment, 3D Barrier. Don't think I need these. First name becomes Cyber Dragon. It's in your hand or graveyard. It's in the Cyber Dragon. Special summon. Add a Cyber spell. That's the... yep, that's the one. Yeah, that one's crazy. Damn. Okay, cool. Cyber Dark Worm, $5 at the moment. Not worth, I'm not buying it. I think you only need 1. Okay, so I have 4 free spaces right here. I am thinking of just taking out the barrier, if I'm being honest. Although, do I keep Judgment though? Let me look at my spells and traps. Power Sync Zone is kind of funny. Rivalry, Strike, Boo Boo Game, Light Force. Anti-spell is a must. Oh my god, I have to pick up the Argo Star shit too. Damn. Forgot about that. Oopsie. I still need 3 copies of Volcanics. Oh yeah, same here. I don't have 3 Volcanics. But it's because I don't play Fire King all that much, so I just haven't picked them up. There's an Ultra Anti-spell. I will put that in. Waybridge. Could be only 1. They are expensive, unfortunately. Konami loves printing singular support cards in Secret Rare that are live or die for a deck. Okay, so Anti-spell, 3 Judgment, 3 Dark Ruler, 1 Harpies. I think I can cut the D-barriers. So I need 6 cards. 6 cards. Little man, put that shit in my hand. If the Yugioh doesn't show, then you owe me, owe me, owe. Oh, we owe. My jungle love. Oh, wait. No, I fucked that up. Oh, well. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe evenly. Why are you running Red Rezo? Okay, so, I don't know how much you have played IRL. I think you mentioned not playing IRL, So IRL, we have time rules, as you probably know. So the timer is 45 minutes. After 45 minutes are up, you and your opponent compare life points, and you compare when, like who won which or how many games. So if you're in game 3, and if you're in game 3, you won one, your opponent won one, and then time gets called, you have to compare life points, and then end the phase. So the reason that I'm running Red Resonator is because you can summon this off of Gigantic Sprite, and then link these off into SP, or excuse me, you summon this off Gigantic, and then Red Resonator will make you gain life points equal to the attack of Gigantic. So if it has a extra deck monster underneath it, you'll gain 3,000 something life points. If it doesn't, you'll gain 1,600. So it's just a time card for me to win in time. That's it. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I haven't gotten to use it yet because typically I play pretty fast. The only times I really go to time are when the games are extremely interactive. Or if my opponent is slow playing, which we do have a couple of slow players that are locals, which, well, I say a couple, but it's really like one dude. And everyone knows he slow plays. I'm pretty sure he knows he slow plays, and we all make fun of him for it, so. Rezio Mitsurugi slow play mofo. Actually, he was on Yubel today. Motherfucker was on Yubel, and he knew exactly what he was doing. He had to read his own Yubel cards. He's been playing the deck since it came out. He had to pick up his Yubel cards and read them for 5 minutes. And he's been playing the deck since it came out. I was literally watching over his game. I was like, dude, you need to, like, not... Yubel, I hate that deck. I'm okay with Yubel just because I got a lot of practice against it with a friend of mine. And I just don't really... Like, I know the ins and outs of the deck now, so I just don't really get swamped by it. Unless my hand is bad. If the hand is bad, then yeah, it's rough. Let's see. Played a lot of my locals. Oh yeah, same here. Okay, so as far as traps go, I think Anti-Spell and Judgment is, like, enough. Unless I want to run something, like, super funny. If I want to run something super funny, I could. I have so many debarriers in here. Oh my god, have you read this card, by the way, Phoenix? Sanguine Swamp. It says, if you control any other spell trap cards, destroy this card. Broken, right? That's not actually the full effect. It says, face down spell and trap cards cannot be activated. Destroy this card during your second standby phase after activation. Sanguine Swamp is literally deck lockdown, but for trap decks. It is so crazy. Barrier these nuts. How could you? That's mean. It is mean, isn't it? I genuinely thought of putting it into, Life Twin. Because the only spell trap you end on really is, like, if you set a Imperm or if you activate Sunny Snitch. In which case I would literally side out Sunny Snitch to put in Sanguine Swamp. But I only have one, so it's good against Odeon and Lab. Oh yeah, it's, like, stupid. It is so stupid. Artifact Sanctum, low-key. I think I just play 3 Lancia inside, yeah. Because I don't really do not like Malice. So Lancia is probably going in. What do we have for spells? Doesn't hurt Malice enough anymore. Really? Is it because of the new support they got, they can just play through Lancia? I haven't seen their stuff with the new support, so... New support. Unfortunate. I'm assuming Mouse is just the best deck now, right? They play right through it. That's a lovely. Hmm. I can't wait to run System Down when the new Orcus stuff comes out. That's gonna be awesome. On one hand, I kind of want to play Desires in this. But on the other hand, it's Desires and I don't like Desires. Haha, mean. It is very mean. Oh, okay. What if I just put deck lockdown in my side deck? Deck lockdown would be kind of crazy. I mean, I do special from deck, but used to play locals all the time. Getting back and doing it is the reason why I built some new decks. Oh yeah, Magical Spring. What does Magical Spring do? Oh yeah, Ratchet. That's awesome. I hope you have a good time too. I need Retaliating Seas. Fuck, I forgot to pick up Retaliating Seas. That's unfortunate. I guess I could... Yeah, I can just grab one off TCG Player. Once when I go to get my other, suite. Draw a number of cards equal to the number of face-up spell traps your opponent controls. Discard equal to the number of face-up spell traps you control. Till the end of your opponent's turn, spell traps your opponent controls cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. Their activation effects cannot be negated. That is so broken, but also, like, if you play against a lab and that's in your side deck, you're just looking at it like, I am going to crash out. You just use the battle my friends on spell table in a simulator. I think that's what you thought earlier. I'll just basically use your camera like you're doing and... Oh, okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I thought you were talking about a simulator for a second. Damn, alright. Internet's making me sad. Keeps cutting me in and out. Phantasme. I was thinking of Phantasme, but they're... The past, like, 2-3 weeks, I have played against, like, maybe one deck that really summons Link monsters. It's been rather tragic, actually. Okay, so what did I say I was gonna put in here earlier? Ugh. I'm so tired. Eclipse is pretty cool. Evenly is pretty cool. Although these are very like... Evenly is very like... I have to play against back row deck. Because Evenly is not doing anything to Ryzeal. Well, I mean, they keep Detonator. If it's Mitsurugi Ryzeal, they just negate it. So I have to pair it with something. Oh, I have to pair it with two things because they have double negates. Against Malice, I think it bucks Malice though, right? Yeah, I might try that. Yeah, I've got Dark Ruler in here. Got Dark Ruler, Harpies, Judgment. Evenly might be one of the plays. Dark Ruler Evenly is auto win. This is true. Well, except for the Mitsurugi trap that negates. If they have that, then it's gonna be an uphill battle. So it'd be like double Dark Ruler Evenly. Actually, wait, no, not even. I could just go... Oh wait, no, yeah, literally Dark Ruler Evenly does it. Because the Mitsurugi... They would just force me to discard a random shit-ass card. Okay, yeah, cool. Awesome. Dark Ruler Evenly. I still have 3 spaces left, though. I don't know what to put in it. I kind of want to do Lancia, but... I think I'll need practice with... Malice. With the new stuff. Ugh. Try Lancia, the Malice players have to learn too, so they might know. Yeah. Might not know. Okay. I'll have to find my Lancias somewhere there. I'm not sure where they're at, actually. Might be in Trap Tricks. They are not, in fact, in Trap Tricks. I do have Angel Blue Tears in here, though. Or to face a monster on the field. Takes damage equal to the number of cards in their hand times 200. Negate its effects. Effect damage is inflicted. You can banish this card. Set a normal. Okay. Pretty cool. I'm not running that in my side for a Sprite, though. Or for Life Twin Sprite. That just sounds horrible. Why not XYZ Encore? I sold mine. And the reason I sold them is because I felt like it was way too targeted for Ryzeal. And I don't really have an issue with Ryzeal. I will lose to them like maybe once in a blue moon. Especially with one detonator, it's like, what are they doing? And I mean, I did lose to one today, but before today, I hadn't lost to them in like 2 weeks, I think. Summon Unicorn. Yeah, Summon Unicorn. Oh, man. Okay. I might just keep this as Dogwood, to be honest, for now. Might just genuinely keep this as Dogwood right now, and it'd be fine. Yeah. Perfect. We are cooking. Bum ba dum bum 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 bum. Dogwood is a sleeper one. Yeah. Absolutely. Also, I feel like some people, they'll see Dogwood get dropped and they'll want to play less. They'll want to blow their load less so that you're not just like over 15,000 life points. This list is looking good though. I like this. The only thing I change is Frost to 1 and then run 3 Sweet. So. Only card that gives players blue balls, yeah. Really funny thing, by the way, this is a little story time. Um, I was commentating for a Yu-Gi-Oh stream. It was a match between... It was DDD and some... It was some sort of god deck. But it was like one of the weirdest and like actually usable god decks I've seen. Like they were actually making a board, but the god player used Dogwood on the DDD player, and they hit something like 20,000 life points. But the god player bricked. They passed turn. The DDD player did over 20,000 life points of damage in one turn. It was like it was one of the most hype moments that I have seen. It was insane. Everyone there was like, how the fuck? It was awesome. Makes sense though, because DDD puts out a lot of damage. But anyway, it is currently 5 a.m. and I am extremely tired. I should probably get some sleep.
Wandering_soul_01 has entered the atmosphere.
Welcome to the atmosphere, Wandering Soul. Thank you. You've wandered into the perfect place. I'm Asmafet, nice to meet you. I do all kinds of things. I don't just do Yu-Gi-Oh! I do like gaming and we have a podcast and shit, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is like a is a thing I typically make YouTube videos about, so welcome in. Thank you for joining us. But I'm going to be taking this to locals the next time I go. So we are going to figure out how it does. I want to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! It is so overwhelming. Would you like to learn and be taught? If that's okay with you. I mean, if not, it's perfectly fine. It is very daunting. It's so cool to watch, though. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'll show you a combo just because you came in and you're here with us now. I was about to end stream, but because you're here now, I'm gonna show you a combo. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna use the Leela as the example. This is the Life Twin. It is a VTuber deck. They just got new support. So in the deck, I want to be taught. I have nothing better to do. Cool, okay. Well, the first thing you should know is that you get one normal summon a turn. Before you start your match, you roll dice to see who goes first or second. You have a draw phase, standby phase, main phase 1, battle phase, main phase 2, and an end phase. To put it simply, typically nothing happens in draw phase except for you drawing for turn. Typically nothing happens in standby phase. Main phase 1 is where you do all your effects. So I would go main phase 1, normal summon my Leela. And this has a effect to summon a Kiss a Kill from the deck. So I would summon Frost. But if you'd like to learn as well, we have a Discord. And I wouldn't mind helping you with anything you need. If you're fine with joining the Discord. If not, it's okay. I could probably do a how to play Yu-Gi-Oh video and then post it on YouTube as well. So we'll check it out. Hell yeah. So I'm gonna go through this combo. It's a pretty cool combo. So you go summon the Kiss a Kill Frost from deck with your Leela, and then you link summon into a Link 1, which requires a single monster, and it has to be a Kiss a Kill monster in order to make this card. So now this card, you will activate the effect to send a Kiss a Kill monster from, or a Leela monster from your deck. So you send the new Sweet. And then here, you can link these two out into a link 2 monster, which is going to be Evil Twin Kill. This card is going to activate its effect to special summon a Leela from your graveyard. And then here you can go activate the effect of Sweet to special summon itself. And if you have an extender, like, for example, if you have like a Sprite monster, you can special summon this and pop off. But with this, I would probably just go 1-2 into the Evil Twin Leela, and then use the effect to special summon the Kill. From here you will draw a card off of the Kill, and then you can go into your Abawaku, which I don't have. And then Abawaku will, actually don't make Abawaku with those two. You make the Trouble Sunny. And then from here you go Trouble Sunny effect, it'll tribute to summon Kill and Leela. And then you will link these two away for your Abel. Oh, you gave the application? I'll accept it real quick. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. Oh, there's 3. Oh, this is, probably, Ratchet as well. Okay, cool. Let's see. None, yes. It's really funny, I forgot to put Yugioh in the application thing, I think. But it's fine. Yeah. Oh no, I put Yugioh in there. Okay, cool. Very good. Alright, so you make a Bawaku. This card has an effect where you can discard a card and you can either destroy a card on the field, or special summon a light or dark monster from your graveyard and you banish it until the end of the turn. So I will do that and summon back the Trouble Sunny, discarding the card that I drew. And this is kind of awkward because, like, the Sweet just kind of fucking sits here for no reason. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this. But in phase, the Abawaku comes back, and now you have a Trouble Sunny that will get you a draw and a pop, the Abawaku, which is going to get you a pop or a summon from grave, and you have 5 cards in hand? Yeah, 5 cards in hand. And you get a draw on your opponent's turn, so you can go Trouble Sunny, Tribute, summon back K and Lee. You'll go Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2 to pop and draw a card. Draw, and then you'll go Frost Effect if they search to draw a card. And then you can use a Bawaku to discard a card and then pop. And yeah. This deck is a lot of fun. The new support came out today. Bro's pooping off. I'm pooping off. Okay, actually, little story time, alright? So, every time I go to a big event for Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a regional or a YCS, this is forbidden knowledge, by the way. So I do better when I have to shit. That's not a joke. Every single regional and YCS I've gone to, what ends up happening is we get there and I'm like, fuck, I have to take a shit. And then I don't for the next like 5 rounds because I can't find the time to. So what ends up happening is I go 5-0, and then the moment that I go to take a shit, I lose my next like 3 or 4 games. It's like a curse. It is the funniest thing on earth, though, because it literally happened today. I got 2nd place, I only had 1 loss, and the entire day I had to take a shit. And I think it's because when I have to take a shit, I sit there and I go, I need to whoop this person's ass so that I can go to the bathroom. So that it can be over. It is so funny. He's being a sensei. Oh man. Okay, well. Now is about time for me to head to bed because it is 5:18 a.m. And I am tired. But it was lovely talking with you guys. Thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Hope you guys had fun. I'll also be streaming tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow about 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you need to check... Can't access the whole server. Oh, so there's a role category. If you scroll up to like the top of the Discord, there's a place called a Launchpad. It'll say like night shift, rules, announcements, roles, and welcome. You want to grab your roles from the roles channel. Jesus, go to bed, man. Have a good sleep. Yeah, I definitely need to. I've been up since like 6 a.m. or something. No, I've been up since 9 a.m. Yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for coming out. I appreciate it. Hope you had fun. Feel free to come in the stream tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. See you guys. Love you guys. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. Get some water. Brush your teeth. All that good shit. It's whatever. See ya. Get out of my face. I'm fucking done with you. Leave. I did it. Sorry for bothering you with this. Oh, no. Your question was not silly at all. That a lot of people ask that because the rules, or the roles section is actually kind of like out of the way in the server. I need to manage the server a little better. So, yeah. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.